will have the first permanent base on the moon, and it will be American.
All right, joining me today is Newt Gingrich's daughter, Jackie Gingrich-Cushman. Jackie, it's nice to see you this morning, and your father is hoping to win Delaware today, and he hinted yesterday that he might bow out if he doesn't. I want to remind everybody what he had to say. Take a listen.
I think then we'd have to really take a deep look at what we're doing. And, you know, we'll be in North Carolina tomorrow night, and we'll look and see what the results are.
And then you'll have to reassess if you're
Then we'll have to reassess.
So, Jackie, the million-dollar question, is D-Day tomorrow for your dad?
Well, Thomas, first of all, thank you very much for having me on. I always enjoy being on your show. But if you listen to what he actually said, he talked about waiting for the results and looking to see what happens, and then potentially reassessing. And as you know, campaign days or campaign weeks are like dog years, right? So a week feels like 2 months, you know, a month feels like a decade. So really what happens in any campaign, whether you're improving, whether you're struggling, it doesn't matter where you are, because we've been through it all in this campaign, as you know, but you're constantly reassessing to see what works, what doesn't work, what should you do next. But it's an ongoing process.
It certainly hasn't been all flowers and sunshine along the campaign trail for your dad, but the campaign, one thing that's reported, Jackie, is the campaign trouble, spending $2 million in March while raising just $1.7 million. The campaign's overall debt at the end of March reportedly over $4.3 million. So how much longer can your dad actually afford to sustain a campaign if he is trying to get to Tampa, but the numbers look like that?
Well, they did a couple of things, Thomas, and I think you're exactly right to bring this up. What they did at the end of last month is they went ahead and reassessed the campaign. Again, that word reassess. They slimmed down the staff. They cut back on the travel. He's very much focusing on certain states, and Delaware, to your point today, is a very important state. And in fact, as you know, he's had not only the former Speaker of the House in Delaware, Terry Spence, come out for him, but he's had 4 or 5. Every day I see a new endorser, some moving from Romney, actually, to come to him in Delaware. So he's really done well there. But he's very much focused on paying down the campaign debt. He's paid off numerous vendors. And for those that are familiar with campaigns, part of the process as well is making sure that all the invoices submitted are actually real and valid and should be paid. So that's just an ongoing process, and they have paid off quite a few vendors at this point.
Jackie, I want to talk about the Secret Service, because some have questioned why your father still has Secret Service protection at the taxpayers' expense. And here's what he had to say about it yesterday.
It's goofy. I mean, I'm a candidate. We are exactly what we're legally supposed to have. Nothing more and nothing less.
Nothing more, nothing less. This is costing taxpayers tens of thousands of federal dollars. For someone who is not a front runner, is that an issue that you think some people should have? Rightfully so, that this is costing the taxpayers a lot of money for someone who is not a front runner within this presidential primary.
Well, Thomas, as you know, the Secret Service protection is based on whether or not you're a candidate. He clearly is a candidate. And when you first request it, they actually look at where you are in the campaign and what the threat level is. And that's determined at their level. So the Homeland Security, which is now where Secret Service now resides, has determined that he does need Secret Service protection. He has that protection. They're very, very professional. I've met these men and women. They know what they're doing. They're very, very good. And we do appreciate the protection, but that's part of what happens when you're a presidential candidate. And as you know, having been both up and down in this campaign, you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And we are really looking forward to a good night tonight from Delaware and looking forward to what happens next in the campaign.